The secret to speaking to the universe is your feelings. Feeling is a word that we invented to describe our conscious awareness of our vibration. So if you're wanting to attract more money, a hotter girlfriend, drive a nice car, live in your dream city, bro, you have to speak in the language of the universe, which is your feeling. Yes, sir. What's going on, family? It's your man, Miami Patron, back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Dubai. As you see here, we have a beautiful Rolls-Royce Phantom, the most luxurious car in the world, sitting at over $700,000. Guys, I do a lot of car reviews on my other channel, but on this video, it's all about mindset. So what are we talking about? How to speak to the universe and how to actually manifest your dream life. So without further ado, we have my friend in the car right now. We're gonna go for a nice little drive. I gotta drop her off, but I'm gonna put my GoPro on, I do a POV drive, and I talk about different stuff in the lifestyle, and we go to the next level. So without further ado, let's hop in this beautiful Rolls Royce, let's go for a drive, and let's talk about how to actually talk with the universe. Alrighty, gentlemen, so let's talk about it. How to speak with the universe and attract a whole new lifestyle. So if you're watching me for the first time, this is actually my third YouTube channel. My first one, I have a little under 6,000 subscribers, and I studied with the famous Bob Proctor. So I'm not just some random guy talking about law of attraction and mindset. I was broke for many years. I used to sleep in my car in Miami, and then failed at many businesses. Up until the age I was, 23 years old, I never had $2,000 in my bank account. And I was trying to figure out why I was struggling, because my family said, go to college, work hard, read books. And I did all of this. And no matter how much I studied, no matter how much I worked, nothing was working for me. And then I came across this guy named Bob Proctor, which you may know from the movie The Secret. And he was talking about conscious mind and subconscious mind, law of vibration, frequencies, and it, to me, was foreign. I had never heard of these things before, but something in my spirit resonated. So when I was living in San Diego at the time, sleeping on my grandparents' couch, driving for Uber, he had an event in Los Angeles, which was a 2-hour drive. So I went to his event, and guys, let me tell you, that 3-day event changed my life. It was the first time I started to realize where my results were coming from and why I was struggling in my life for so long. So in that event, I decided to work with Bob Proctor. I was gonna be a consultant, meaning I was gonna help sell and teach people about the law of attraction and how to level up their life, but not from my own principles, but from Bob Proctor. And so he wanted $30,000, which clearly I didn't have. I only had $128 in my bank account. I remember specifically, I was sleeping in my car at that event in LA, but I knew I had to work with him. And that was the first lesson that I learned from Bob Proctor, which is decision. Once you make a decision to get rich, once you make a decision in anything in life, the universe will start to attract to you. So if you want to speak to the universe, you have to tell it exactly what you want. And when I said I wanted to work with Bob, everything changed. Within 45 days, I started earning $100,000 a month, and I earned my first $1 million by the time I was 25. So guys, the things I'm sharing with you in this video, it's real. They're real concepts. They're not just some random guy, and I've earned millions of dollars in the process of teaching it. So without further ado, I need to get that out of the way because you're probably watching me for the first time. But without further ado, guys, I am loving beautiful Dubai. I'm sitting here in this Rolls-Royce Phantom, and this is the craziest car. Like, I'm sitting here thinking like how crazy my life has changed so much and so quickly. But it's not crazy because I know exactly how to speak to the universe. I know exactly how to raise my vibration. So first step to raising your vibration and speaking with the universe, you have to understand the language of the universe. Like, let me ask you this question. Do you think the universe understands English, German, French? Like, honestly, like, what is the language of God? It's not a language that you're used to. So here you are, you're in prayer, you're trying to work hard, but that's not how you speak to the universe. The secret to speaking to the universe is your feelings. Feeling is a word that we invented to describe our conscious awareness of our vibration. So if you're wanting to attract more money, a hotter girlfriend, drive a nice car, live in your dream city, bro, you have to speak in the language of the universe, which is your feeling. But that is how you attract things into your life. In the last video, we talked about the law of attraction and the law of vibration. If you're wanting to go to the next level in your life, you have to raise how you see yourself. You can never outperform what we see as your self-image. So if you're gonna want to attract new things into your life, we're gonna have to get your feelings in alignment. But before you just start meditating and feeling better, we have to understand the multiple parts to the mind. So check this out. You have two parts of your mind. You have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Listen to me clearly, because this is something that changed my life. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind. It's your intellectual mind. It's the mind you went to school with. It's the mind that you use to memorize things. You went to school, you took a test, You read a book, took a test, passed the test, you did that for 12 years, and now you have a college degree. But guys, that's not how you become successful. How many people do you know have college degrees and yet they're broke? And yet they're not living their dream life? You wouldn't want to trade lives with them. Because it's not just mere knowledge that you need to change your life, bro. So if you keep reading books, watching YouTube videos, that's not gonna change your life. I have 200 books back home and none of them made me a millionaire. Like, it's so funny. Everybody asks me, DeAndre, what books do you read to go to the next level? Bro, I don't really read books anymore. If anything, I just study Bob Proctor's material. It's not knowledge. Because the conscious mind only controls 5% of your results. I want you to write that down. I want you to memorize that. 5% of your results. So meaning all this information that you're gathering right now, only 5% of those results are gonna make you a millionaire or change your life. The second part of your mind is called the subconscious mind, the spiritual part of you. That controls 95% of your results. That's where your habits are. That's where your self-image is. Guys, that is what changes everything. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is fake. Another thing about the subconscious mind is there's no such thing as the future and the past. There's only the present moment. Like, let me ask you this question. Does God have tomorrow? Does God have 3 p.m.? There's no such thing as time. Like, time is not, it's an infinite loop that's always moving. And in the spiritual world, there's no such thing as the future. There's only the present moment. So meaning, if you can somehow convince your subconscious mind that you earn $100,000 a month, that you are a millionaire, that you're successful, that you're an influencer, that you built a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers. If you can convince your subconscious mind of this, what will happen is it will start to believe it. And one thing you must understand about the subconscious mind is that it's magnetic. It attracts back to you the images that you have on it. So the conscious mind, you're able to project what you want. I want 1 million YouTube subscribers. I want $1 million. I want a hot girlfriend, right? Whatever it is that you want. But that's not actually how you attract it back to you. So bro, I know where you're at right now. You're like, man, I know I'm gonna be a millionaire. I know I'm gonna go to the next level of my life. And you know this, but you're not attracting it back to you because all you're doing is you're sending out the signal, but you're not attracting it back to you. To attract it back to you, that's the subconscious mind. That is actually how you speak to the universe. And the way you speak to the universe is through the subconscious mind. Bro, this was the craziest thing. Think about this. I was broke for 5 years, from 19 to 23 years old. I never made more than probably $100,000, not even that, maybe $50,000 in 5 years. Guys, I tell you, I was struggling. Then I understood how to speak to the universe, and 45 days later, I was earning $100,000 a month. I earned $240,000 a month, almost $250,000 in a month from scratch. Being the same person, I didn't go to more books, I didn't work harder, I actually worked less, earning $100,000 a month than I ever did $10,000 a month. So what does that tell me? Bro, I'm not telling you these numbers to brag, because that obviously I'm not gonna pay your rent. I'm not gonna buy you a car. That's not the point for me to brag. It's to show you that this shit is real. That if you're gonna wanna level up your life, you're gonna have to take control of your thinking. That is the process. It's not just trying to go start drop shipping or Amazon or be an Instagram influencer or starting a coaching business. Bro, once you become a successful person, then you have a successful business. Does that make sense? Once you're rich in your mind first, not just consciously, but subconsciously, then the riches start to come. The outside world is a byproduct of the inside world. So whatever's going on inside your mind right now, you're attracting to you. Does that make sense? So let's dive deeper into this subconscious mind here. Guys, I'm loving it right now in beautiful Dubai. It is just an absolute dream. I know you guys liked the last video. We had the Rolls Royce Ghost. That one's more of a car to drive yourself. Like, this car is an absolute boat. You're supposed to be driven in this car. But we'll probably take out a Lamborghini. I know you guys like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all that kind of stuff. But another little side note, I know you guys like these kind of videos where I talk and drive. I do these on my other channel, my car channel. So I have 3 channels: my personal channel, this new car channel where I talk with you guys while driving a nice car, just up leveling your guys' life so you can get to 7 figures. And then my car channel where we do car reviews and fun stuff with cars. So if you like this, you'll like the other channel. I'll put a link in the description. But let's get back to it. The subconscious mind only understands 2 languages. If we can get you to understand these 2 languages, immediately your life will change. I'm talking about in less than 30 days. Here's the languages: images and emotions. You don't believe me? Listen to me right now. Try this practice with me. It's gonna be weird, but trust me, once you understand this, your life will change. Close your eyes right now. I'm not doing it because I'm driving, but you watching it, You can do it. You're probably sitting down in your house right now. Close your eyes. Okay, I want you to imagine your dream car, okay? Like it's a Rolls Royce Phantom or Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever it is. I want you to imagine your dream car, okay? Now, what color is the car? Put a color on it. Red, yellow, green, whatever. Okay, every time I snap my finger, I want you to change the color. Ready? Yellow, red, green, purple, black. Perfect. Okay, now go and open up the driver's door. Okay, walk up to the car, open up the driver's door, and go ahead and put your feet in and have a seat. Perfect. Now put on your seatbelt. What color is your seatbelt? If you got a sports car, it's probably colored. All right, you got your seatbelt on. Adjust your mirrors. Who's sitting next to you? You got a girl next to you? Beautiful blonde girl next to you? Are you by yourself? Is it your mom, your sister? Perfect. Now come back to me. What just happened right now? You saw instantaneously, you saw the car. Every time I snapped my finger, a new color changed. You didn't even know somebody was sitting next to you until I asked you the question. That is how you change your life. That image right there, you see how real that was? You didn't need to go buy the Lamborghini or the Ferrari or the Rolls Royce. It was instantaneously now. Bro, that's what I'm telling you. I'm getting chills just thinking about this. That's how you change your life. Remember I told you that there's no such thing as future in the past? You instantly, purple, green, red, whatever color, it changed instantaneously. You didn't try to change it. You didn't try to go buy it. You didn't need the money for it. It was there now, instantaneously. That is how you're going to become a millionaire. That is actually the true part. The real world is inside of you, bro. Once you understand this, the outside world will start to change. You'll stop giving less attention to what's outside of you and what you don't want, and start giving attention more to what you do want. What is it like to drive a Rolls Royce, $700,000? This is almost $1 million car, brand new. Are you driving this or are you being driven in it? Are you driving the new Lamborghini Huracan STO? Whatever it is that you want, bro, you can manifest it, you can create it if you change the images and the emotions that you're associated with. So that was the image part. Now let's talk about the feeling, to actually speak to the universe, but because you needed to know all these things. Because you're probably watching some girl or some dude talking about manifesting and law of attraction. Bro, I studied this stuff. Most of these people have never earned 7 figures. I earned 7 figures manifesting, teaching manifestation. The feelings now. So now that we have an image of what you want, you have to put the feelings behind it. Feeling is the secret. That is the true test of how you magnetize back to yourself. Well, how can we do this? Oh, DeAndre, I'm broke right now. I'm struggling. I can't get off the ground. I've been stuck at $10,000 a month for whatever. I'm sleeping in my car. Whatever, it doesn't matter, because I've been through all of that and worse, bro. I slept in my car for 5 months in Miami when I was 21 years old. Bro, and I got out the trenches. You can get out the trenches. It doesn't matter where you're at, because you can change tomorrow. Today, I want you to look around your room. I want you to think about how much money you have in your bank account. All of that is a manifestation or a reflection of yesterday's thinking. Does that make sense? Just think about it. It makes sense. Everything you have today is a reflection of yesterday's manifestations, the thoughts you had yesterday. So if you keep getting involved thinking, oh, I'm broke, oh, I'm so sad, I don't have any money, then guess what you're gonna manifest tomorrow? The same bullshit. So what you have to do is decide today, decide now that you're going to start to feel and act and think like the rich version of yourself. And that's the hardest part. James Allen said the hardest thing a person could ever do is to think. Because how can you think you're rich when you're sleeping in your car? How can you think rich when you only have $1,000 in your bank account? It's very difficult, but that's called reacting. When you look at your bank account or you look at the outside world now and it changes your feelings inside, that's reacting. That's not thinking. Thinking is to see the Rolls Royce, the car, the girlfriend, the new body, the new city, the thing that you want, the new business, to see it in your mind first, and despite what's going on in your outside world, to believe that it's real now, even if you don't have it, and to believe it long enough until it manifests, because you understand the laws of the universe. Bro, that's when you're thinking. That is the key. That is how you're gonna raise yourself out of poverty and raise yourself to the next level. So if you're gonna wanna speak to the universe, you're gonna have to get your conscious mind in alignment of exactly what you want. Which by the way, if you're subscribed to the channel, I talk about this a lot. I've been doing this. I have hundreds of videos on my other channel, but I wanted to start a new channel in this kind of style while I drive a car, because I think you guys like cars, and I'm driving anyways, and I make content. But we'll be talking about each one of these steps here. You know what you want. Now you put the image in your mind. You convince your subconscious mind. Now, the language on how to actually convince that is called meditation. We'll make another video about that. That is the only way to actually plant the image into your mind. Because when you look at the outside world, it convinces you otherwise. But when you close your eyes and you make the inside world more powerful than the outside world, watch how you start to manifest. Guys, this is DeAndre Saxton. Welcome to beautiful Dubai in this Rolls-Royce Phantom. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe below and I'll teach you exactly how to go to the next level, how to manifest, and I'll see you then. Take care, guys.